and action. So, all right, if we could have our first monologue, if we could switch slides real quick. And our first monologuist, Nicholas, if you could come up, big round of applause for him. Would you like to use a headset or a microphone?
Microphone. Hi, I'm Nicholas Leaving, and I'm doing a monologue from the movie Goodfellas. Do I start now?
Yes.
In life, I always want to be a gangster. Can we start? As a member, I always want to be a gangster. Being a gangster is being better than being president of the United States.
Sorry.
Being a gangster is a member, being better than the president of the United States. Before I wanted a cab stand, I always knew I wanted to be one of them. That's it. Thank you.
Well, we really appreciate Nick is one of our newest members, and he's very courageous, and he was in our skit last time, and he was just fantastic. So we can see that, you know, it takes courage to be an actor, and that's why you're here, and we really appreciate you. So big round of applause for Nicholas, and happy birthday to you. One of my favorite movies. No, when I wanted to be an actor, I'm still struggling, I'm still learning. You know, you start with nothing, and then you just have the dream and you keep going after it, and that's what SAS is all about. So we really appreciate you. Did anyone else want to offer any words of wisdom or feedback or any inspiration for Nicholas? We can move on that. We don't have an next. Tim wants to say something. Can you grab one from that?
Nicholas, the only thing I'd suggest, just, take a second, right? Get there, set that tone that you're going to start, you're going to show us something. So just take that moment because, we're waiting, but have that anticipation so that way, you're kind of building and then deliver.
Anybody else want to offer any feedback or words of wisdom? No, I really appreciate you, Nicholas, and it's not easy to get in front of everybody and perform, but we all have to, it takes that courage to start, and so we really appreciate it. Big round of applause again for Nick. Next up we have Sam Sheenan. He's here. Did I screw up your name?
No, you're good.
Okay, perfect. I usually do.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So, thank you. I just want to say, Nick, before we get going, I did backstage stuff for about 30 years. I was at Syracuse Stage, and I didn't do anything on stage until this winter. I sat on the couch and I looked at my girlfriend and I said, you know what, I'm going to be in a play. And she went, what? So I went and I did it, and then I met Tim, and Tim said, come to Syracuse Actors Studio, and it's filled with wonderful people, and he's right. I came a month ago, and had a great time, and when I got home, I was like, well, you know what, let me set up this, I'll do a monologue for Joe. So I texted Joe, and he said, yeah, come on in. I've been wanting to do this monologue. It's not really a monologue, it's a song, actually, and I've been wanting to do it forever. I've never had the place or the opportunity. But now I'm getting it. So Nick, bravo to you for taking the time and the energy to go and do the thing that you want to do. Just keep doing it, and you'll definitely be happy for it in the end. I'm going to put the mic down now, though. I think. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes. Okay. So, what I want to tell y'all is a little story. It's a story about love. It's a story about loss. You probably all heard it once or twice in the past because they sing it a lot. It's something that somebody named Chris Christopherson, he sung this song quite a few times. It's a story about somebody named Bobby McGee. You see, I was busted flat. I was in Baton Rouge, and I was waiting for a train. I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. Rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon from that dirty old bandana, and I played it soft
while Bobby sang the blues. Those windshield wipers, they're slapping time, and I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. He sang every song that driver knew. Oh, freedom. It's just another word for nothing left to lose. But freedom, nothing, it ain't worth nothing, honey, unless it's free. Feeling good was easy when she sang the blues. Feeling good was easy for me and Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal mines to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, everything we've done. Bobby kept me from the cold. But then, one day near Salinas, I let it slip away. She's looking for a home. I hope she finds it. I trade all of my tomorrows for a single yesterday. Just be holding Bobby's body next to mine. Because you see, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. And that's all that Bobby left me. Feeling good was easy when she sang the blues. That's good enough for me. It's good enough for me, my Bobby McGee.
Thank you. Be here.
Like you said, I loved the way that you commanded the stage. And he told me when he came in he was going to do a song, and I had no idea what he was going to do. And I thought that was really cool because you were able to bring it up and bring it down and get me emotional towards the end. So really well done. Big round of applause again. We have another feedback for Sam over here. Laura's going to run around for me. Thank you, Laura.
I'll stand up here and take a picture.
Oh, thank you. Yes, take the hits.
Yes.
Yo, Sam,
Please, yes.
that was a really interesting choice
Thank you.
to do that, to take a well-established song that at least those of us who are old enough know.
I almost prefaced it with anybody over the age of 35 probably has heard this once or twice or 100 times.
And basically, you turned it into what I would deem as a spoken word story, as opposed to, and you sold it, at least for me anyway. You sold it. So nice work.
Thank you. I've been doing that in the car for about 20 years. So I finally have a spot to stand up here and do it for some friendly faces.
Anybody else have feedback? What was that, Chris?
I said I loved it, loved it.
Thank you so much.
Very unique idea to do that, and I was just saying, I have always loved that song, even though Janis Joplin was not exactly one of my favorite singers. I know I should be. I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was initially written and sung by Chris Christopherson.
Well,
So
I didn't know his version, but I do know Janis's, and actually I thought she did a wonderful job with that song, and I always loved it. But that was just a great idea. Great thing.
thank you.
Anybody else?
I just want to say, great job. I loved how you made it into spoken word. I just want to mention too that that song is pivotal in one of my favorite novels, Lancelot by Walker Percy. So that just resonated with me too, and you did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Fabulous job.
Thank you.
I think, well, you were in it. I'd love to see how committed you were. My question is, where were you So as you were performing the scene, like the context, where were you in your head? Who were you talking to?
Well, actually, there's a girl from college. I can answer that question. Her name is Michelle. I'll even say her name. But she and I used to do car camping, and we used to drive all over the place. And I made some trips actually to California. So I'm a pretty visual thinker. So I'm like seeing mountains as I was saying off to California. And I know it sounds hokey, but genuinely pulling back all of that stuff from hanging out with this particular person was able to lock it all up. So yeah, so I was actually in a car driving around the country.
Hi, Sam.
Oh,
How's it going?
good, how are you?
Not too bad. I was just shocked to hear that that this was some of your first theater. You said that you had just done a play last month or something? That
I
your
was,
first?
in high school I did a bunch of stuff, and then I got out of high school and I was in college in Rochester area. And the technical director said, I've got a summer job for you. And I was like, that's great. He goes, scenic painting. And I went, oh, okay, cool. So from there I ended up rolling into props. And I did props at Syracuse Stage and SU Drama for 15 years. I did a lot with Portland Repertory Theater. But I didn't do anything, like genuinely anything on stage for probably 30 years. And I do teach classes I did at SU and now at the Apple Store. So, yeah, you're like, come on man, I'll teach you how to use your iPad. I did see you there the other day, that's right. Yes, so I'm used to being in front of people, but I haven't been in anything. So I went over to CNY Playhouse and I auditioned for their War of the Worlds, and they put me in that show. And then I auditioned for the one that was next, and it was called The 12 Angry Jurors, and they put me in that with Mr. Tim right over here, Mr. Tim Pepperidge. And Mr. Timekeeper, yes. So yeah, no, literally and then I walked in here a month ago, and Joe saw me walk in, he went, I know you, get my skit. And I said, okay, cool. So I got in Joe's skit, and then I said, you know what, this is fun, let's go back and do it in a month. So here I am. I almost chickened out. I did drive around for a little while and not almost come in. So Nick, wherever you are, I almost literally was like, no, you can do this. And I'll tell you what, I saw Jenny walking in as I was getting ready to retreat and leave. And I went, oh, I just saw Jenny, so I'm gonna have to go now. Because she's gonna be like, I saw him in the parking lot. So that literally happened. So
Nice. My only statement was just going to be that I mean you have a very natural presence, right? But it makes sense. It makes a lot more sense that it's like, oh, you're a teacher, you're used to being in front of people,
right.
and that's totally fair. Because I was like, wow, if he just started a month ago, I should quit.
yeah, I have never been out of the house. I had never been in front of an audience before a week ago. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I actually wear a headset at work and all of that. So.
I will have to say that I am a big fan of Janis Joplin, Chris.
Yes.
And I do
Same.
love that song.
Same.
And I was camping once and I was dating this guy and he played guitar, which is why I was dating him. And I was, let's just say, under the influence a couple of different ways. And singing that song at the top of my lungs, and I have never been invited back to that campground since. So. But yeah,
but a huge Chris Christopherson fan as well.
Yeah.
If you haven't, he's a storyteller. His songs are lyrical, and there's one that's called Sunday Morning Coming Down, where I woke up Sunday morning and couldn't find a way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast tastes so good, I had another one for dessert. So there's a whole lot of Chris Christopherson out there that's just lovely. He's a contemporary of Willie Nelson and all of those folks. So. Anyway, thank you all.
They're a big hand for Sam. You were brilliant.
Thank you, Sam. Sam was incredible in 12 Angry Jurors where I saw him, and then of course
He was a really good jerk.
had to pull it back into my skin. So we hope you keep coming back, and we hope that positive peer pressure, that's awesome. So we really love that. We loved your performance. Next up is Stephen Wurst, who just performed at One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He played the doctor. He was amazing. Would you like the headset or that? Okay.
All right, I teased this with Joe by saying this comes from one of his favorite movies.
and it comes from all that jazz. Okay. So this is actually the stand-up routine that Joe Gideon / Bob Fosse is editing, because it's based on, no, not that one. I don't dance. I may wear tights occasionally, but not that. Thank you. But that's not part of the stand-up yet. So I'm doing this stand-up routine that Joe Gideon / Roy Scheider / Bob Fosse is editing, because that's basically when Bob Fosse was editing Lenny. So this is, think Lenny Bruce, dirty, smoky, village 1960s nightclub. Okay, so here we go. If I were God, man, and sometimes I think I am, depends on where I'm smoking. Yeah, okay, well, if I were God, man, everybody would live forever. No death, man. No. Nope. No pennies on the eyes for anybody. Nope. Everybody would live forever. But, you know, the thing is, death means something different to everybody. You know, to a Catholic, for example, death is a promotion. To a Buddhist, it's just this little bump in the road. And really, what's all this bullshit about death with dignity, man? You know what death with dignity is? You don't drool. No, so, I don't know. You know, death is so hip right now. Everybody's talking about it. Death is in, death is in. Hear those church bells are ringing. Yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. Ha. You know, books, magazine articles, TV shows, Ken and Barbie dolls on mutual suicide pacts. Yeah. You know, there's this chick in Chicago, man, wrote a book. This lady, without the benefit of dying, broke down the process of death into 5 stages. This chick, Dr. Cooper Ross, with a dash, decided these were the 5 stages. They are anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Anger. Jesus Christ! Goddamn fucking son of a bitch! Pig-sucking bastard! Oh, poo. 2. Bargaining. Wait a minute, what did I say? Anger, denial, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Okay, if you get to denial, okay, man, not me, nope, nope, you got the wrong guy, nope, not me, you got somebody else. How about my mom? She's old, I'm weaned, I'm toilet trained, I don't need her anymore, nope. Bye, Mom, you've been great, you've been terrific, I love you, but not me. Which brings us to bargaining. Remember her? Okay, man. Let's sit down like businessmen and talk about this, okay? All right, a little negotiation. All right. No more hard drugs, okay? A little weed maybe, but that's it. Really? All right, no more flashing on the subway either. God, this guy drives a hard bargain. for depression. I'm dying. Oh God, am I dying? The doctor says I'm dying. And I have to pay for this hospital room. With prices like this, who can afford to live? 5. Acceptance. I accept. See?
That was incredible. That was amazing. Lenny is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's my favorite. Bob Fosse and Dustin Hoffman does it. And he edits 3 scenes together at the same time. And it's just like, it's incredible. Nobody likes it except for me and Steve, but I love it. It's so good. But Steve, that was incredible. Your performance was all over the place in the best way. Like, it was just very, very Lenny Bruce, very Bob Fosse, so that was incredible. I really loved it. Do we have, Laura's gonna run around for feedback?
Why do I have to run?
I'll give this to Steve. Great job. Round of applause real quick for Steve.
I do want to
Way in the
make a
back.
little bit of
Awesome.
sequence behind this. The seed of this came from the stand-up SAS a couple months ago. And then I was looking at it. Well, that was one of the most famous stand-up routines I know in film. So I thought about doing that, but I wasn't that comfortable with that at the time. I mean, the subject matter was really sort of tough for me. So I put it aside for a while, and then we had SAS Fest, and also, one of the things that nudged me into actually doing this, shout out to Diane Bostic. I think her play, that Emily was in too, and Chris, her bravery, if she will be okay with that, to take that incident in her life and make it so amazing, really helped me, get the courage to do this too. So thank you, Diane.
Hey, Stephen, it's Glenn. Hey, back here.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, how are you? Great job.
Thank you.
I thought I loved your emotion, especially with the anger, how you embraced it and really felt it. I also liked how when you sort of made the mistake of mixing up the bargaining and the depression, whatever, that it didn't throw you.
That's actually in.
Oh, is that part of it? That was really authentic, Steve. Nice job.
No, I was going to smooth that out. Oh, I did forget something that I don't know if I maybe subconsciously, but I forgot the line that said that this 5 stages sounds like a Jewish law firm. I just again I was more than willing to add that in just to keep it consistent with the film, but maybe subconsciously I didn't want to do it.
Any other feedback? Tim?
It's an excellent job, by the way. It was very good, well rehearsed, well delivered. The only thing I would add is, can we see some George Carlin? I see it in your future.
I'm
I
actually.
can hear a little bit.
My name is actually closer to Stephen, right, though?
Future performance, think about it.
I walked my dog to Florida, came back, said, "You're done."
All right, big hand for Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. That was awesome to see that. Really love it. Next up, it needs no introduction, Jenny Russo. Big round of applause.
All right, I'm going to try without a mic. Hopefully everyone can hear me. What? This is called Just a Girl. You told me it was none of my business, that it was your story to tell. I was 14. I was scared. No, I wasn't the one with the virus. I wasn't the one dying. But my first love was. It was your secret, but where did that leave me? Every day I tried to put myself in your shoes, but did you ever try to put yourself in mine? Walking down that long hallway in the basement of that brick building, I was just a number. Anonymity was important. No names were uttered. My parents walked beside me, wondering what my fate would be. It took forever to find out if I was going to live or die. And then to just go and have to do the same thing 3 months later. I was okay. I stayed okay. But I was never concerned for myself. I was terrified for you, heartbroken. It was 1991. No one ever survived it. It was unheard of. We just knew you weren't going to make it. That's how the virus worked. It just aced you from the inside out. What if you died when you were in math class? What if I wasn't with you when it happened? Fear and sadness overwhelmed me. It took my light. 8th grade. 14 years old. I told some friends I had to. I couldn't keep it inside like you can. I'm not like you. You could never understand that. It was just your story, not mine. The guilt choked me. But as I look back, as I raise daughters of my own, I forgive that 14-year-old girl that had to tell friends that needed to talk it out. It was my story, and you took that away from me. You made me feel guilty for needing some support, for needing to talk it out. I needed somebody to lean on, and I couldn't lean on you. You didn't want to talk about it. It was your business, your story, not mine. And I understood your anger. They did this to you. They were supposed to protect you. The medicine that was supposed to keep you alive was killing you. You were just a child. Just a boy. You didn't deserve that. You were dying, but I was losing you. And that ate away at me. The depression was so heavy, it crushed me. 1991. No one survived it back then. But you did. Somehow, you did. And so did I. That's it.
It was incredible. I always say Jenny is the best actor in Syracuse, and she went to the best acting school in the world, according to me, Strasberg. And we've been married and divorced a couple of times as well in film. But just incredible performance on so many levels that really affected me. And was that self-written?
Yeah, I wrote it. This is my first time doing it, so thanks for letting me do it.
Feedback to the audience as well.
I'm going first. So, Jenny, I'm only used to doing skits with you and comedy, and I know that you're a brilliant actor, but now I've actually seen it personally, and it was amazing. And the fact that you wrote that super impressed by that, super impressed by that. So, yeah, so many great levels, fantastic.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I got something. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to second you. I can't believe you wrote that. That was absolutely lovely. It was engaging and real and just awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, that was incredible. Why did you ask me to write you anything? You don't need anybody to write for you. That was amazing. Did that really happen? Yeah, it was incredible.
This is the one I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
I wanted to get out,
Yeah,
It's spiraling in my head for forever.
It's out and it was incredible. So
That's it.
thank you for that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for encouraging me.
Right.
Hey, you.
I knew I was waiting for you to say that.
The emotion you had pouring out of you was just incredible. And it was very real. And it really hit me hard because I think you remember what happened to me back in 2014 when I was in a coma for 6 days from a viral infection that went to my brain. So that really struck a chord with me. So 2 thumbs up.
This is one of our newer members that she just came in today, and she's actually giving a lot of good feedback. Get back up here. Get back up here. Get back up here, Janelle. Okay. That was really incredible. I just wanted to say thank you for taking us through that journey. Like, there was so many emotions in there, and I think one of the things that hit for me more than anything was you said multiple times, 1991, I was 14. So I just kept feeling like when I was 14, was I 14 in 1991? I was not, but I could feel like what I felt at 14 and how confusing that would have been and all of the emotions that came with that. So that was just really incredible. Thank you. Anybody else? I think we're all in awe, so. All right, big hand for Jenny.
We have it on video, so it was incredible. Diane, this is a tough act to follow, I'm sorry. Diane Bostic, everyone, round of applause.
I'm warning you, this is on the lighter side. This particular monologue, and I do pick them once in a while when they knock me over the head, that's correct for me. Jane Caffarella, that was the most important thing for me to learn. I could hardly say her name before. She's an Australian playwright, and she offers free monologues to people as long as they record the event and give her feedback. And this one is called The Happy Medium. I haven't told anybody this till now, but a couple of days ago I went to a medium. Now I'm normally not into that kind of thing, but my husband Nick passed away 10 months ago, and I was wondering when I would ever hear from him. When he was alive, he always joked that he would come back and haunt me, and so far, not a peep. So I thought that I would reach out and give him a call, so to speak. So I went to the medium, and she was quite ordinary, very young, 37, and ordinary. And I'm thinking, what was my expectation? That she would have gypsy earrings and a flowing scarf and that weird smelling incense and smoke in my face? I just ignored it, and I sat down and I told her I would like to connect with my husband who passed away 10 months ago, and I had some things to ask him. So she took my wedding ring, she closed her eyes, and she said, What would you like to hear? And I said, what does he look like? And she said, don't you remember? And I said, not Nick, God. I want to know what God looks like. What is heaven like? Is Jesus coming back? Because look at the mess we're in with the world. And all the people dying in the Middle East and the wars and everything, these are important questions. And she said, people don't ask me those kind of questions. They ask me, is my loved one happy? And are you forgiven? I said, forgiven for what? She said, everything and anything. I said, look, can you just ask Nick what God looks like and what he said to him and what he looks like? So she tried a couple times, and she tried again, but he didn't pick up. Then she held my ring and she started to shudder. Her eyes rolled in the back of her head. I thought she was going to faint. And she said, your husband is Nick and he's passing through and he's saying hello this way. Are you kidding? Nick and I would take a long drive and we'd be going and he'd never stop, even for ice cream. Never. So then she closed her eyes again and she said, that'll be $100. And I gave it to her. Of course I was disappointed. All your life doing the right things, and for what? But then I got home. And I felt liberated. No God, no hell, no sin. So I sold my house, took a young lover, and I'm going on a cruise. The way I see it, that's all that matters.
Great work. I always love Diane's performances because she can combine the dramatic and the comedic in such a great way. Feedback for Diane? Over here and over here. Diane, I'm going to make you stay up here.
Hey, Diane. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I've never told you this before, but I feel that every time you get on stage, you're very natural. So it didn't even seem like a monologue to me. It was like you're actually having a conversation with us.
Can you say that again?
It was like you're actually having a conversation with us. It didn't feel like it was a performance. It's like you got up there and you just sort of breathed and out it came, right? And I really love it when you do that. So
Thank you so much. And I've been in those situations too, so I think we all have been taken advantage of in our grief. That's why I love the monologue. I said, it sounds like a conversation.
Yeah, I want to second the believability. I think the key to success for a lot of this is always authenticity and believability, and that felt super genuine. And the thing that I really liked was when you shifted into the medium, it wasn't over the top. There was a believability to that as well.
Well, that was very hard. I could do a nanny, you know?
But the believability in that medium really sold the whole thing and gave a little comic credence to the rest of it, which was nice. So nice job.
Thank you.
Hi Dan, it's good to meet you. I loved your monologue, but for the reason is because I'm actually filming a documentary in Lilydale on Monday. And for those of you who don't know what Lilydale is, it is a town made of only mediums. Like, you have to be a medium to live there. And so I'm going to be filming this whole process going on Monday. So it's really cool seeing you kind of acting as both sides. Kind of makes me wonder what I'm going to get on Monday.
Wow, no, that's great.
I want to know where Lilydale is. Outside of Buffalo. That's really interesting. Okay. Anybody else? Great job, Diane.
Thank you, Diane. Round of applause. Thank you so much. Fantastic job from all the actors, and it takes a lot to get up on stage and perform, as we know. So really grateful. Round of applause for all the monologues. Thank you so much. We're a little behind schedule, so I'm going to go right to the next. Our next is a very special, this is our first time that we're doing this at SAS, so normally performances would be only monologues, and then we started to do scenes, and then we did like written work, and now this is our first premiere of a screening of a short film by none other than our co-founder and vice president, Laura Stisser. So a big round of applause for Laura. She made this film in like record time with Jeff and Wendy. Round of applause for Jeff and Wendy as well. With her mom for Mother's Day, so I'll let her talk about it after real quick, but we'll go right into the film. We kill the stage lights. Thank you so much.
There's no sound.
No sound. Oh.
Sound.
There might be another.
The volume.
Still no sound.
Still no sound.
We could kill the stage lights as well. We just want to pause it real quick.
There's no sound. There's no sound still.
There might be another video open that might be messy, but I know we did that during SAS Fest. I don't know who's in charge of it.
Joe, I don't know.
You got it?
Might need you back.
Yep. One second.
You got a good joke?
What's something that's brown and sticky? A stick. You're all filthy.
Copy that. Hoping in Belgium, 1800 hours. I'll let you know when I have eyes on target. Hey, Mom. I'm off to California for the week. I got my conference, okay? I will call you every night, and I'm going to have this covered next